again, money cannot buy this dedication. Literally.
I'm here with Dimitri. This is Austin from Blue Apple Marketing. We were just talking about business structure and how you structure teams. And Dimitri, go ahead and share. You own how many local businesses across the U.S.?
So currently I own 14 different businesses in 5 states. Yeah, they're all in an entertainment industry between like escape rooms, extra places, paint studios, and mini golf places.
Since you have these businesses in different states, clearly you can't be in every state at the same time. So you have to have a well-operating team. Right? How do you structure your teams in an organization per each local business, and what's kind of like your strategy behind it?
It's a very, very good question, especially for somebody who is looking to scale up and somebody who've been thinking and hearing a lot of things about like, do you want to work with partners or do you want to work with employees, managers? What's the best way to go? From my experience, I can tell you like few things. I started on local market where I physically, can attend. Originally, I was running everything with my first location. Then, we opened second location. I still was like very, very involved in both locations on day-to-day operations. But then when we got to the point where we got a third location, became like clear, okay, I need to have some structure because I cannot be in multiple places at the same time. This is where it became like clear, okay, I need managers. Here is what I found. To hire a manager from the side, it's very expensive. Very expensive. It like for our small businesses, like what we do, basically you cannot really afford it to hire a manager just from the side because they want a serious money for it, right? Title manager, for some reason, it's for everyone. It's like, I don't know, very expensive. And a lot of people coming from the food industry and running restaurants, and then they used to, getting paid much higher than in our small entertainment industry where our sales cannot support it. So what I had to do is to find best performing employees at each of the locations and promote them to become assistant managers. And I found this very effective. You have like a ladder where people can, go up. So they really like it. And again, this is the great way to do promotions, right? So somebody looking for raise, well, there's raise comes with something. And now you're going to be assistant manager. So yes, I will do a raise, but it comes with extra responsibilities. And it works like really, really well. Again, you can see who's working good in your organization and you promote them. And it's just like everyone see, oh, if I work really well, I have a future, basically. Then once we grew to more offices in my local market, and I start looking at spreading to other states, this is where it became obvious for me, okay, now I need actually to have somebody to oversee these operations I built on my local market. And this is where I had to basically get a general manager or operations manager who is overseeing all locations. And I found somebody from the industry, somebody from the side. It's not a greatest idea. I found like the best talent you can find is honestly to scout your competitors, to scout people. Like just to give you an idea, I met a guy who been running a escape room. When I met him, I knew he's incredible. He was working for somebody and basically and had a like small portion equity in a company. But then the like umbrella company sold everything, sold all businesses together, and his business got sold too. And I seized this opportunity and I offered him position and with a whole family from different state to run my operations here in Atlanta. And it's expensive, yes, but it's worth it because again, it gives my time back so I can now focus on scaling the business, right? Now, when I moved to the new market, one of the things I found really quick, it's so much easier to work with a worthy partner. And I know there's a lot of speculations about like never work with the partners. And again, when I started, I was the same way. I wanted to do everything myself. Why would I share my profits, with somebody? But again, there is only so much time you have in your day. And especially like, okay, when you're locally, yes, you can hire a team and you can manage them yourself. It's doable. But when you're scaling and you're going to different states and it's like far, you know, thousands miles, it's becoming a serious problem. So I'll give you example. I got operations in San Antonio, Texas. So I've been going there and talking to some people and getting connections. I've been reaching out on a Facebook and some other places like, hey, is there is anyone who you know maybe running the business or want to run the business, but they have a background or something. And so eventually I found somebody through the referral. We had a few Zoom calls and talked about it. And he also a guy from the industry. He owns the mobile escape rooms, mobile X throwing, mobile like foam party stuff. And he always wanted to move into brick and mortar. And so, you know, we basically start talking, and I really saw good potential in him. And I said, well, I think it's a great opportunity because I want to open brick and mortar. Would you partner with me? And so we partner up. And it's best decision ever, to be honest with you, because no employee would pull amount of work as a partner would, period. Like, you know, even if they on a salary, they work there 40 hours or whatever, how many hours it is, like 50 hours, you know, 60 hours, and that's it, they done. They don't have like extra kind of incentives unless you're gonna do like very like smart KPI setup. And but it's still it's amount of energy somebody needs opening new business, amount of energy you need to market it, amount of energy you need to organize the right team under you. It's incredible amount of time and energy it takes. Nobody can be focused on the task as somebody who invested their time and money and they have skin in the game, right?
Right.
I'll give you an example. How do I know it well? Because, for example, in Chicago, I was looking to open an office, and I've been looking and doing my groundwork to find a partner, and I couldn't find anyone. I couldn't find anyone, you know, who I can trust, basically. And I hired their general manager, and oh boy, it's so much harder. I mean, I did a pre-screening, you know, went through the bunch of candidates. I found, I think, the best who was available, and he sounded really good. But then again, when we start working, like comparing, you know, like having this operations in San Antonio and then having general manager running it in Chicago, oh man, it's so much difference. And it's again, money cannot buy this dedication, literally. And so at the end, like at the end of the day, I had to fire him. And again, it's constant problem. Like in Chicago right now, I have three offices, three locations, and you know, now I don't have a general manager there, so looking for another one. And it's again, I can't find anyone who worthy, and I'm paying their, you know, very very decent amount. Like I've been paying the guy, I think 85,000 per year, you know, plus benefits. So I mean, it's been it's been very very good amount. Um, and yeah, tough. So employees, he hires weak employees, and again, it's like terrible. You know, I went there to basically check out how is everything going on, and I had to do so many changes, and yeah, and this is why I had to let general manager go there. And now I have assistant managers at each of the locations there. I'm working with them directly. And again, it takes a lot of extra time that I don't want to really spend on it because, you know, I'm focusing on scaling and opening other offices. So if somebody is looking, by the way, and looking for a job in, not a job, looking for a partner, and you may be good operator or good integrator, reach out to me. I'm going to be happy to talk to you if you're located physically in Chicago or you're willing to relocate to Chicago. But again, I'm not looking for employee. I'm not going to be hiring somebody. I'm looking for a partner. So somebody who is willing to, you know, invest their money, invest their time with me to grow the business there. And then Chicago is a great market, great market.
Yeah.
So that's my story. This is what I'm experiencing right now, and we have partners in Phoenix, Arizona, We have partners in like North Carolina. So again, I'm focusing to working with the partners. I'm actually looking for a partner in Miami as well. I've been there a few times. I've scouted the area. I want to open office in Miami. So again, if somebody watching and you're physically there, or you want to relocate to Miami, and you're looking for opportunity, please reach out. I mean, Miami is another great market. I mean, there's many great markets, but this is like one of the next steps I want to do. I want to go to, Miami.
Nice. Awesome. So I'm sure if anyone has questions about setting up their teams or anything like that, or of course, if you want to partner with Dimitri, just reach out to him. And I'm sure he'll be linked somewhere around this video. Thank you, Dimitri. That was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Thank you, Asim.